Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Robert Rivera. I'm a psychic medium and a channeler who also does healings through the art of Reiki. Today in this video, we're going to be exploring the collective energy, what's showing up for you right now, the current blocks you may be moving through, and channeled messages coming through to support you in releasing what no longer serves you. So if any of the messages here today resonate, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So let's go ahead and start with the reading. I'm going to start with this Lightworker Oracle deck. And that's this book right here, if you become curious. And we are gonna read from the book, but let me go ahead and pull a card and see what your current energy is, like what you're going towards. These cards are great. This card deck was actually gifted to me by one of my Reiki masters. Shout out Haley. She's great, and these cards are too, so let's see. Power of the Divine Masculine with the number 10. So let's see what the book here has to say. Let's see. And there's a lot to read, but I will read what I believe is important for all of us to know. So, Power of the Divine Masculine. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline and focus. So far I feel like more boundaries are going to start coming up for you to revamp in your life because you are creating a whole new foundation for yourself. And this new foundation has a lot more discipline in your life, probably for this new structure that you're going to be incorporating into your life. So it's time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable. So, dear Divine Masculine, in you knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, fear, habit, person, or situation. The Divine Masculine energy exists within all men and women. It rallies the spirit and responds in time when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed by too many choices and demands. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice and priority setting. It refuses to be distracted and keeps you from being dissuaded from your life purpose. So what I'm getting so far is that if you guys are listening to this, you might be very intuitive, but at the same time, have ADHD. And that's okay, you know, when maybe you're an entrepreneur too. So when you are an entrepreneur, you know, people are like, oh, I can't be an entrepreneur because, they want to have the structure and when they're going to be receiving their money. But maybe for you, you're like, no, I like the freedom. So, but having the freedom is also hard because you have to create your own structure rather than going to 9 to 5 and having structure that they provide for you there. So it definitely feels like the structure that you've been maybe in flow of for quite some time now is getting a lot more refined. So that's what's going to be incorporating into this new life that you're creating for yourself. So let's see what the current emotions are that you might be going through with moving into what you're moving to for yourself. Material and spiritual prosperity. Well, that's great already, right? Like, why not? Universe. I feel like you're very supported so far. Heartache and loss. So I feel like there's grieving. And I mean, why wouldn't you be grieving if this whole collective energy right now seems like there's a whole identity shift happening? Recognition and reward. So the transformation that you're having, you're going to be very recognized for this. So I don't know if you're going to be doing anything on social media or if you're finishing a project and you're going to be, I don't know, like maybe showing this project to people or whatever it may be. You're going to be recognized for what you do. And that's the point, what you do. And why? Because you're going to be showing up as your most authentic self in this next chapter for you. But what could be stopping you? The current blockage may be how you view yourself and how you feel about yourself in going into this new chapter. Remember, the Light Oracle card book was talking about old patterns. You know when fears are coming in. You know when doubts are coming in. But don't let those emotions, those old emotions from your old version of you, stop yourself from believing that you're so capable of what you're going into and what you're becoming and who you actually are. Because this new form that you're transitioning into is who you actually are. You've just released a lot more layers. Prosperity begins. So the more you can balance yourself in the heart sector so that you don't go into the old patterns of yourself, the more everything of this new version of yourself could bloom and blossom with ease, okay? Moving on. So definitely moving on from old habits. Mental conflict. So there's something here that needs to shift in the mental state of mind. So let me see if we can figure that out. Okay, so it was real quick. So the mental block and the perspective that you need to change is feeling like you have to do so much to achieve whatever you're going to be achieving here. And I know that might sound weird, but less is better. Sometimes we don't recognize by trying, we're actually the ones creating the block on the abundance that's already coming its way. So the cards here are basically talking about just relax, have a lot more trust, open your heart to receiving. Memories of love. So when you're resting, what's no longer serving you, and with your heart being open and in balance, and you're not trying, creating the blockages for yourself, the more what no longer suits you can move out in flow. So that's what I feel like the memories of love means here for you guys. So let's see what we can add with this turtle deck here. Okay. Unexplained wonder, number 44. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. So you gotta believe it, because I definitely feel the support for you here. And it feels like you've already shifted into this new identity and this new version of you, but maybe your mental state of mind is constantly still thinking that you're on the way. And I know we were talking about like you're on the way to this new version of you here, but I honestly feel like you're already there. And again, that perspective shift with the mental conflict card, where is it? Right here, the mental conflict card, the shift of perspective, remember? So maybe even shifting that you're on the way and believing that you're actually already here. So once you just allow yourself to see how you're already here, everything else will change and actually align for you, and you'll be able to see that in your reality. Oh, we got two cards. So we have 33, let your personality shine. Oh, that's nice. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. So don't try to be anything else other than who you are. Like, don't compare. Like, if you're gonna be on social media, don't go look at someone else's Instagram or TikTok that you actually like and mock what they're doing. Just do what you do as who you are. So 13, gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. Wow, okay, so all of that just resonates, right? So it's just, don't compare yourself. Allow yourself to trust where you're going. Shift the perspective. And just notice how, like this card is saying, you're gonna take flight. Your dreams are coming true, whatever you've been wanting. And when I mean dreams, it might not be the dreams that you're having and you're continuing to create for the future. It's the dreams that you've been asking for from the past. So if what you wanted in the past is no longer the same, maybe sit in stillness right here in the rest and rejuvenate card. Sit in stillness and clarify exactly what you want, because this is the period where the universe is trying to hand all of that to you. You're ready for it. So let's see in cosmic timing. So starlit vigilance. Practice resilience. Stay committed to your goals despite challenges. The stars illuminate paths of perseverance. Lunar revere. Keep a dream journal. Pay attention to recurring themes or symbols. Your dreams may hold answers to questions your waking mind has yet to ask. Timeless serenity. Practice meditation. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection can bring clarity and calmness amidst a busy day. Okay, so talking about the clarity here, like how I was just saying with rest and rejuvenate, if you're not sure what you want at this moment, or if that's you, you're the one that you don't know what you want yet, but you feel like you do, but it's not clear when you tell yourself. You need to be clear on telling yourself internally, like what I actually want. If you're like, okay, I want a car, but what kind of car, right? You want a red car. Okay, then tell yourself, I want a red car. And if you're not too sure and you can't be specific yet, then sit in stillness. Okay, strength. Stay afloat and feel steady and calm. I know there could be times where we know things are shifting, but we don't really have the optimism of like if the shift is going to be good or bad for us. And just because we don't see where we're headed, we just automatically think it's a negative sometimes. But this card is reminding you that, you know, be patient with yourself, give yourself grace, and stay strong through the transition. Change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So if you notice the things that you've been working on to reach whatever goal you have set, notice if those patterns don't work for you, and what you know doesn't work for you, or you keep repeating, you might have mastered that already, and that may no longer fit you because you've expanded, okay? So just notice when to stop working on that, and again, stop trying to try. Just allow everything to work for you and notice how right now less is better. Communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So this to me reminds me of community. What you want to work on, and if you've been maybe avoiding on working on this part of whatever you're building, of whatever you're getting to, ask for help, okay? Community is a big part of this chapter for you. Empathy. There's more beneath the surface. Okay, so talking about patterns and what's beneath the surface, if you feel like you've been doing reoccurring patterns, or if you notice yourself going through these same patterns over and over again, try to understand through meditation and that stillness, and the card again, rest and rejuvenate. Sit in that stillness and see what emotions keep repeating, or that you allow to keep repeating, and you might not even recognize that you allow these emotions to keep repeating. Very interesting. So if this resonated with you again, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope I see you again next time.